Hi everyone, my name is Rose. I want to talk to you about chronic fibromyalgia today. I hear loads and loads of people now are coming down with chronic fibro. Why? What's the cause of this fibro? What's the cause of us having these chronic attacks? And how many people now are having to go through this? Is it poison in the air? We don't know. All I know is that fibro is one of the most horrendous illnesses that you can have. And at the end of the day, there's so many sides to fibro, and to talk about fibro and to talk about the symptoms of fibro completely, it would take a long time. But I'm only going by how I feel, and every day I'm in pain. Every day I get up and thank God that I'm up. I get so lethargic, I get so tired and drained. I hurt from my head to my toes. I struggle to walk sometimes. I struggle to concentrate. 1 minute the fibro can be attacking your upper torso, and then it can be attacking your lower torso. Nobody knows at the end of the day where it's going to hit us. I just wish that the medical professions would take it more seriously and understand us and be more patient with us and be more understanding in what we're saying to them, rather than them just say, oh, you'll be alright, go away, here's a drug. We're not after drugs. We're just after the right drug for the right illness. And the amount of money which should be spent on helping us and helping this illness, they're wasting it. They are wasting it, because officially at the end of the day, if they got the cure for fibro, so many millions of people, right, would be cured, and it would put the drug people out of business. So in one way, I think they're making money off innocent people. It is a gene in my side, because it runs through my family. And I do believe that we've got this gene in us, and it just takes something to set it off, which causes us to go into these horrible flares. Fibromyalgia is over 200 years old, and I know for a fact that many people way back died and committed suicide, because you can imagine there was nothing in those days. So we're only hearing of the people today, and if there is suicides, they're not announcing it as suicides to people, because it caused more panic. So at the end of the day, you're not alone when it comes to fibro. Many of us are going through very similar situations. We do need help. We need people to really listen to us. We've lost so much in our lives. We've lost families because of it. We've lost friends. We've lost our humility. We've lost our independence to a certain amount. Me personally, I don't sit and cook for long because I'm on the floor. My body don't hold me up for long enough. I do my best when I can, and even on a really good day is not really a good day. We do push, and we do push ourselves, because sometimes we don't have the choice. Sometimes people got nobody there to help them, and they have to continue. They have to cook for themselves. They have to push themselves, because there's nobody to do it for them. So, we're all in different stages as well of fibro and that, but at the end of the day, there is no cure, and I would argue with anybody with all these amazing things what you hear on YouTube. Oh, we can cure you in 7 days. Go on this diet, go on that diet, do more exercise. You know, all the things what we're told to do, right? I've been doing them all my life, right? And not one of those things has actually helped me. Not one of those things. It's not for the lack of trying, because I do try. I have to try. I don't like being defeated at any time. And if I am defeated, I apologise, I walk away, and I try again the next day. And the next day. And yes, a lot of us can be bedbound, and a lot of us do too much because nobody's listening to us, and we still have to run a family and a home. We still have to do all the things what we're supposed to do to keep the family together, especially those with younger children running around and stuff. And sometimes husbands and boyfriends don't get it unless they've got man flu. But generally, at the end of the day, we need help. We need the officials to take note. We need more people rallying round for this illness, and maybe even rallies to, to let people know what's going on. I know we have Awareness Day, but even that is not enough. It's not enough to put out what we need. It's not enough to let people know. We need proper voices behind us to shout for us. Some people are in wheelchairs with this illness. I myself have a mobility wheelchair, because when time is really bad and I can't hold my body up and the pain is so bad in my legs, I have no choice. I'm embarrassed about it. But at the end of the day, sometimes we have to do these things just to be able to live a little bit of a normal life. Doesn't matter if people don't, people look at you and say, oh, you look fine. Just say, oh, well, thank you very much. But, don't say anything to them, right? Unless they say to you, how is your illness? Then you say, well, it's good or it's bad, right? People don't want to hear about you or your problems with this disease unless it affects them. When it affects them, then they will start coming to you and saying, oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, I know how you feel now. Now, then you look at them and say, well, what do you want me to do about it? You wouldn't listen to me. You wouldn't listen to what I'm saying. But now you've got it. It's a different matter. But you're going to get that. You're going to get that with families. You're going to get that with friends. And you will lose people along the way. But those people who you lose aren't your real friends. They're not the ones who care for you when you're sick. They're not the ones on the end of the phone who you can talk to about how you're feeling. They're not important. The ones who stick with you and understand you are the ones who are the most important. Okay? But you're not alone at the end of the day, right? There's so much we need to fight for. Every one of us, because at the end of the day, right, no matter how different we are in our looks, how different we are in our height, our build, our stature, whatever, right, we all have one thing in common, and that is chronic pain. Okay, so for now, that's it. Hopefully I'll come back with some more. I have lots of information and different things, about pain management. I'll just tell you a story about our pain management. You go in there hoping they'll help you, and all they tell you is go and get a cup of coffee from Costa's, sit outside and think of beautiful pink fluffy clouds. And that is their answer for people like us. Right, so you feel defeated even just by walking through the door the first time. So, unless you're strong enough, unless you've got somebody with you who can speak strongly for you, and that, and don't let them push you about like they do, then at the end of the day, right, it's difficult. It is difficult, but there is ways we can hear, you know, our voices, and there is ways we can make people understand if everybody rallies together. Okay, so no matter what you are, where you are in this world, right, just think, right, we all have one thing in common, and that is chronic pain. And chronic pain also leads to lots of other different side effects, okay, which I hopefully will talk about soon. Alright, my darlings, take care. Goodbye.